So, the original idea for this video was supposed to be a nice little vlog. It was supposed to be one of the first vlogs that I did. Got some nice footage, but not as much as I wanted. So, now it gets to just be a nice little story time video with what a little footage I did get mixed in there. I'm not usually a big birthday person. And what I mean by that is I enjoy the day. I'm very blessed, very thankful every single time that my birthday comes up. But I usually never do things for my birthday. Usually because it's Christmas, then it's New Year's, then it's my birthday. My birthday is the beginning of January. It's typically cold. People are typically broke from the holidays. And I usually don't like to bother people. But 30 was pretty crazy. Some things happened. I didn't get to celebrate or just kind of acknowledge the day like I wanted to. So I decided for 31, I'm going to do something. I want to take a trip. I want to hang out with my friends. I just want to do something crazy, something I haven't done before. So we decided to go up to North Carolina for a little ski, snow, cabin trip. And so I let my friends know, and it all came together really well. Everyone got in line. We made the plans. We're going to do it this weekend, be there by this time. We found a really nice cabin up near the ski resort that was about a few minutes away. And everything was honestly kind of perfect. About a week before, about New Year's Eve, New Year's Day time, I started seeing reports that there was going to be some type of snowy, wintry mixed weather heading this way, the same time as my trip. And around that time, I was like, man, whatever. We get reports of like wintry weather and snow and whatever. We get that like all the time. I wasn't concerned. I was thinking like, whatever, it might be something. It's a mountain. It'll be handled even if it does come, but it's going to be something light. The closer that we get to the day, the more they're forecasting like, yeah, there's going to be snow. It's going to snow. It's going to be kind of crazy. We're going to get inches. It's going to stick to the ground. And I'm getting a little nervous because, South Carolina, we don't really get a lot of snow and we don't really drive in snow. By the time we left, or right at the time we left on that Friday, that's when things started to come down. That's when the snow started to kind of, first appear. But we got on the road. We were pretty much ahead of the snow and everything was fine. Up until we kind of got up to the cabin. So the cabin that we went to was in Beech, North Carolina, near very close to a ski resort where we wanted to go. Pretty nice cabin, very nice host, great place. Everyone was super comfortable. We get there, we pull up to the house. And by that time, again, it was in Beech Mountain. It was in the town where they get snow pretty regularly, I assume. And there was snow everywhere, like powder, like snow that when it hits the ground, it doesn't just go away. Me, not used to that, but I was like, whatever, I can make it. We get to the cabin. I drive around to the back to park in the back driveway where it's just covered in snow. Can't even see the driveway. I'm like, whatever, I can make it. I can't even get my car off the street because I'm spinning out, I'm in snow, I'm in ice, and I just can't make it. Should I have rented something with all-wheel drive with tires and chains that I can actually get up? Yeah, probably. But I was in front of the Airbnb. I was off the street. I was like, you know what? Whatever. I can make that work. Eventually, some other people that were smarter than me and some other friends, they rented cars. They came. And then another friend of mine whose car also was just like mine kind of got stuck literally right in front of me. And we just kind of let it hang because we weren't blocking traffic. We weren't blocking the streets. The first night was a great time. We're hanging out, just enjoying the company, just enjoying getting together, the fellowship as friends. Wake up the second day, I like run to the window just because I'm like, oh my God, did somebody tow my car in the middle of the night? And no one did. Cars were still there, covered in snow. The snow had continued through the night. It was kind of crazy. Like the wind was kind of whipping. The snow was coming down all night. There were literal inches, about maybe a foot of powder just on the ground. But the cars were okay. That was the day that we had planned to go skiing. We were going to go to the resort. Again, it was super close to where we were staying. We were just going to go, hang out, slip and slide in the snow, act like we know what we were doing. But after seeing the weather, even the friends of mine that had cars that were accustomed to the snow, they were just like, maybe not. And we just spent the whole day hanging out in the cabin. So that morning we hung out, we cooked. Again, a lot more fellowship, a lot more good times. And we were upstairs, just playing cards, playing games, hanging out, just hanging out. All of a sudden we hear, some banging light banging from where we are because it was from the downstairs back door. But we hear, something. And some of us are like, was that something? Nah, it wasn't nothing. But a couple of my friends, they went to the window just to check, and they're like, uh-oh. Oh, no, it's the police. And they're towing cars. And I go, so I'm like running, I'm rushing, and I'm trying to put on my boots and my jacket and my hat because they're towing cars. My car is actually cinched up on the tow truck that's about to get taken off. And so we're like stomping through snow, trying to get out there. We're trying to get out there, right? And they're police officers, they're cops that are towing us. And they're just like, it doesn't matter if you're not blocking traffic, you cannot be in the street. If you're in the street, we have to tow you. And of course, we're like, hey, man, listen, we're not from here. We didn't really know how to prepare. Can you like help us get into the driveway at least? They were like, you got to call someone. Again, at this point, it had been snowing all through the night. The driveway still covered in snow. If anything, it's even thicker with snow. And so we're like, fine, just let us handle it. We're going to get them out of the road. So they were nice enough to put my car back down, uncinch it, and they gave us time to kind of clear the way. So yeah, I'm stressing out because I don't want my friends to have to worry about that, especially my friend that drove in front of me. Everyone kind of assured me that they were okay. No one was stressed out, but the police came and I felt bad because I felt like I stressed everyone out. But I have a really good core group of friends who I've known for years now, and we didn't let that stop us. We didn't let that deter us. We tried calling a couple of different people. We had someone come and try and throw some salt in the driveway and in the street where our cars are at, but that wasn't too successful. And eventually we just had to get a couple of tows to come and take our cars back up the road and just help us park in the driveway. And a lot of stress on my end for no reason because it was a very simple solution to have the problem solved. And again, we cooked, we fellowshipped, we just had a really good time, a really good weekend as friends. We get to that Sunday, we're still feeling pretty good. Again, we're kind of old. Most of us, all of us, we're not young like we used to be. So by that Sunday, we're pretty much done. We're still hanging out. Some of us decided to leave a little bit early to get ready for the week a little bit early. But the ones that were still there, we were kind of not slumped, but we were pretty chill the whole day. Monday, had to get a little bit of help getting off that mountain because again, it was still, a lot of the snow had melted, but it was still pretty slippery, slidey. But once we got back to the main road, everything was cool. It was one of those things that just kind of showed me, a lot of the times things don't necessarily work out perfectly. A lot of things don't work out exactly how you want them to. But it's really good to just know that no matter what, things are going to work out. Again, things always tend to work out. None of us got towed. Everyone assured me they had a great time. We had plenty of fun, plenty of food, plenty of liquor to hang out for the weekend. And it was just a really good time seeing everyone. And the fact that everyone was able to get together, not even just for my birthday to celebrate me, but just to get together to just hang out because these are people that I've known for years. They're married, they're trying to get into school, they're in school, they're doing these great things. And again, I just wanted to provide them a little bit of time to just relax and step away from all that. So yeah, if you ever go to Beech Mountain or any type of ski resort, make sure that you get some cars that can drive up there. Don't be like us. Don't slip and slide, or else they might tow your car and take you away.